Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, Star Wars Rebels, Moonbeam City, Ruby, and Adventure Time. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Sam Quattro.
Hey.
Today, Sam and I will be discussing parts 5 and 6 of the Stakes miniseries of Adventure Time. Sam and I are going through this miniseries as it airs this week on Cartoon Network, and we will be regularly covering Adventure Time after this, although this might be, the last episodes of the year, we'll see. So you can check us out at overlyanimated.com to find our other podcasts and articles and stuff like that. But for now, let's get right into it. Spoilers for up to and including part 6 of Stakes, however, not spoilers for 7 and 8 yet. Those air tomorrow. Sam, what did you think of May I Come In and Take Her Back?
I really like the mustache vampire guy, the Hierophant.
The Hierophant.
I like him. He's like Dracula.
Yeah.
He's so fancy and old.
Yeah.
I like him, but too bad he.
Did you like his episode?
Yes, I did. I thought it was a good episode. Yeah. But I liked, what was it? Take Her Back. Was that the episode called? Yes.
Take Her Back. Yeah, you like that more than...
I like that more. I thought that was a better episode.
Interesting.
I think it was a good balance between Finn and Jake and PB and Marcy. Like, how they sort of weren't all, like, in each other's faces the whole time.
PB,
like,
PB, LSP, and Coup.
What?
You had PB, and then you had the other PB, Peppermint Butler.
Yeah.
And then you also had LSP, so that's a lot of Ps.
Yeah, that wasn't what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
No, it wasn't. I was saying how I liked how we sort of had like an A plot, B plot, sort of, well, not really, but two plots happening, like, that weren't happening at the same time, but were parallel to each other.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Okay. Anyway, I like that one a lot.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, these were both, I think these were both very weird.
You're weird.
Thank you. May I Come In was, I think it was, like, pleasantly weird. But...
May I come in?
But, like, yeah, I loved the old vampire shtick that the Hierophant had going on. I think that was really well executed. The rest of this episode, I mean, just you randomly have LSP, you randomly have the King of Vu, like, the one true King of Vu, excuse me. And it's just very odd, this whole thing. It had a good energy going, though. I think it was a decent episode overall. This is the kind of episode that you'd expect from Adventure Time, not in the Stakes miniseries. This is like, typical really weird and funny Adventure Time episode.
Yeah.
However, and then you have Take Her Back, which I think is also in a different way is also like a typical Adventure Time episode. You have like the really like horrifying kind of in like an Adventure Timey way villain, like the Moon is like the Lich, right, in terms of the type of horror they're going for.
Yeah.
And Take Her Back it's odd. I don't know. It has these two dream sequences, which are both like interesting in their own way, and it has. I mean, obviously the big moment is that Marceline envisions her future as growing old while Bubblegum is still young, and then being together.
Aww, that's so cute. That actually made me think of Twilight yet again.
Oh my goodness! Stop with the Twilight talk.
No, dude, I read the books when I was younger. This was like a dream sequence that happens with Bella.
I don't remember that at all. But
wow,
that's okay.
She envisions like herself being like old while Edward is still like 17.
Marceline is Bella, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. And outside, Peppermint Butler's digging her grave, too.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet. I want to talk more about it later.
That's in the dream sequence that we were talking about.
Yeah, but we're not even on that episode.
Okay, fine. We'll get to Take Her Back. I don't know which... I think they're both similar quality, I guess, for me. Better than the last two episodes, 3 and 4, right?
I thought you said that you liked episode 4, like it was your second.
Oh, I'll think about this as we talk. Better than 3 and 1, and we'll see whether it's better than 4. It's definitely not. Well, definitely both are worse than 2. Okay. May I come in? So, okay, first of all, I have had the new opening on both of our last two outlines, and we haven't talked about it yet. So we're going to talk about it
Oh,
finally.
no.
What do you think? Conveniently, on the time you skip it. What do you think of this Marceline song new
Adventure
opening?
Time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I really like it. I think it's a good idea changing that.
Yeah.
They also changed the end credits too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they changed the opening for the Fiona and Cake episodes too.
Yeah, they did do that. That's true.
But this is like a signifier that is different from our usual Adventure Time fare.
It is a signifier.
Yep. I don't know. I like that, PB is riding Marcy across the land as she is a bat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like the different animation style. Like it's subtly like done in a different like program or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you don't know. I don't know. I think it's fun. I like how everybody's like scared of things like in their little title card thing, with Finn and Jake and Marceline and Princess.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared except for Marceline. She just sticks her tongue out.
There you go. Yeah.
It's adventure time.
And Princess Bubblegum. And then, like, they say her thing after her title card is up, right? I don't know.
Well, the syllables, Dylan.
It's a lot of syllables, yeah.
A lot of syllables.
Why not PV?
Jake
Why
the
not just
dog
PV?
and Finn the human. That's... What is that?
Yeah, that's... Okay, we don't need to compare the two themes. I like it. It's a
Finn
good idea.
and
There you
Jake
go. Okay.
and Marceline and Princess
PB.
Bubblegum. That's like 13 syllables.
You were counting the syllables during that? Okay, let's talk about May I Come In.
I have a good talent in counting syllables, by the way.
That was very impressive. I would have had to clap it out.
No, I can do it with my fingers.
Oh, man. Very impressive. They're on the trail of the moon, even though the moon is not in this episode. The moon is in the next episode. Do you think it's too confusing? I mean, not confusing, but like...
It's confusing that her name is the moon.
That is true. Do you think it's like thematically dissonant? Is dissonant? Yeah, I think that's a word. That this is not the moon episode, but the moon is here.
No, it's just like... So, this stuff happens all the time. You go searching for one thing, but then you run into something else.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, it happened in, like, Avatar, didn't it?
I'm sure, yes.
With the, like, earthbending, sort of, a little bit. Like...
that's not specific. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyway.
Getting places.
See, Marcy, isn't vampire hunting better with your friends, says PV. And then she says, she blushes and says, yeah, I guess. I'm just glad Simon is okay. Interesting random Simon reference.
What do you mean, Marceline? The vampire queen?
That she means that the Empress did not kill Simon, right?
Yep. What does the blush mean, though?
So she's blushing, but I think she blushes when, yeah, I guess. Like, you could argue, last time we talked about why is she blushing with Simon, but I think this blush is in reference to just hunt better with your friends.
We need to dissect every blush.
So I think the leading theory in the clubhouse would be that she blushes when she shows emotions for others.
The clubhouse.
It's a golf reference because she's the leader in the clubhouse. Because it's an expression. Because she...
I've never heard that in my life.
Google it. Because
okay, I'm sorry I'm not rich enough to play golf.
I also don't play golf, but it's an expression. Okay, we don't need to talk about Mel's golf playing. Because she... I don't know, because she's like she's introverted, so when she's showing emotions for others, she's blushing.
Okay.
True or false?
I don't care. Okay. Anyway.
King of Ooh. Are you excited that we see the one true King of Ooh here?
No, I hate him.
I think he's great in this episode.
He is slime on this earth.
Who do you hate more, the one true King of Ooh or your Finn's dad?
King of Ooh or Finn's dad? I don't know.
Finn's dad's much, much worse.
Yeah. But King of Ooh is on my face right now. Finn's dad is dead.
No, he's not.
He's a part of the universe.
He's shifted to an alternate state of being. Yeah, come on.
Well, he's not directly in my face bothering me, so...
Okay. Is the King of Ooh directly in your face bothering you?
In this episode, yes.
Okay. Then we see they run into the shape-shifting thing, it turns out is the Hierophant. There we have Crunchy. Oh yes, Crunchy. Have we seen Crunchy before?
Yeah, he was in that episode where they had like the slumber party and PB and Finn were like,
Oh,
let's
okay.
just pop Stan and go say hi to my cat.
Is Crunchy the relative of the other one?
Starchy?
Starchy, yeah,
I don't know.
maybe. Uh, and then tell me everything, and then King of Uru says, "I'll drive you a map," and rips off his shirt, which is pretty funny.
He was born a poor boy. And he couldn't even afford soap, so they called him Bubbles, which is kind of weird. I don't know why you'd do that if somebody can't afford soap.
I don't know. You hate King of Uru. I'm like, I am. I think I actively like him right now.
I feel like I hate. I don't know. I like to hate him. I don't know, there's something about him that's just so easy to hate.
Yeah. I mean, he's like the scamming. Him in the episode with the Sweet Pea was really unsympathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet pea.
Will you be sweet? Then Hierophant tracks down to the cabin, and Pet Butt is there. And he says, "You're one of those old-fashioned vampires, aren't you? You can't come in unless I invite you."
You dumb
You
vampire.
dumb vampire. Yeah. And at first it's like, oh, Pet Butt's just being dumb, but no, he actually can't come in. And then he follows the footsteps, and Pet Butt texts PB, which is apparently a thing.
Yeah, they've texted before, but it was like a different look. It wasn't.
And Pet Butt says, "I'm sorry, my bad," and then he is the shrug guy. That was my favorite part. He had the shrug guy emoticon guy. Yeah, that was pretty great. It wasn't the exact one, but
But maybe
like him.
maybe the exact one is copyrighted.
I don't think you can copyright like
I don't know.
text-based emoji things. Maybe you can.
You can, like, I don't know.
Then he says, "Incoming vamp. We have LSP. They use Finn as a trap, protecting Marcy." Jake sees the text from PB. PS vamps plays by old timey rules, and then Jake makes a house, and they go inside the house. What do you?
I
Like
feel
that?
like Finn is very annoying in this.
I don't think he's annoying. He's just dumb.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying.
I don't know.
Because, I don't know, he's like arrogant in a bad way.
Eh.
I don't know, I'm not like a fan of like the slapsticky stuff that this episode was trying to play.
Yeah, this episode did have a lot of that type of humor. I thought it worked.
Like
for me, at
them
least.
like messing with like the stakes and bumping into each other and falling and like
and then LSP throwing them constantly at Finn. I'm helping. Yeah, that's typical LSP thing. Yeah. Team up. The Hierophant offers to team up against the Vamp King, and he suggests that he may have just let you won. Interesting.
well, he kind of did.
Yeah, which is interesting because he thought it was a higher priority to turn Marcy than to fight. We'll talk about that when I speculate on what's next. Have to give up drinking blood. Marcy states
Drinking blood.
drinking blood, and then
Budweiser.
she says, "And you can drink red just as easy." So apparently, vampires actually do drink blood in this universe, but you can replace it by drinking red. I think that's new info.
I guess. I don't know.
I always assumed that the shtick in Adventure Time was that vampires just drank red instead of
Yeah,
blood.
that's what I thought it was too.
But apparently it's both. And this is like a replacement. It's like a Boca Burger to the hamburger that is blood.
Okay.
Okay. Just going to, I'm just going to waste you and eat that kid because that's what an old school vampire does.
And then who comes out of the brush but
the
Crunchy.
Coup, yeah, Crunchy. And after chasing away from the coup, he said, "No, I don't want to play anymore." And then he knocks him in, and then he fries. Yay! Dude was too old-fashioned for his own good. He just couldn't get with the times. Is this an episode, a metaphor for old people being dumb? And not
Maybe.
Yes, there you go. And then Marcy's sick. She got cut by the Hierophant, and the third vampire is down. So overall, you did like May I Come In?
Yeah, I liked it. It was an average ep, I think. Yeah, sorry.
I think this one's the best of the first episodes. Like you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 every night, and I think this one's better than 1 and 3.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So that's where it ranks for me. Any other thoughts on May I Come In?
May I come in?
The highlight though for me was definitely the making fun of the vampire shtick with the can't enter uninvited.
I didn't know that was a vampire thing.
Yeah, brah.
Like, I just don't know enough about vampires.
That's something that they didn't have in Twilight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like so and Gulp
That's
by
all
Twilight.
you know, Twilight. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's talk about Take Her Back, which starts with a dream that Marceline is having with Simon and Betty making something,
Like
whatever.
a pie.
A pie, and then the pie
A
can talk.
sentient pie.
A sentient pie, yeah. What do you think of this being what Marceline dreams about?
I thought it was pretty cute. They're like, is Marceline's dreaming about visiting them, and like there's like an angelic choir happening of Marcelines in the background.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like very like she wishes this would happen, but
and then they start burping at her.
and it gets weird.
Do you like the burping? Like,
No.
Yeah. Do you think it's like fart humor sucks? Do you think burping humor is better?
Yes.
Yes, slightly better. I agree. And it's worth it because we get this line from Bubblegum. Sorry, guys, there are no cure-alls. Your parents were just burping on you for kicks. And Jake's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Interesting stuff there from Bubblegum. She says the type of thing.
Yeah, she's a realist.
She's a realist?
Yes.
She's the realist? Or
she
the
is realistic.
First things first, she's the realist?
No.
Okay. PB's talks about hubris. And that's like you, PB. I believed in myself so much that I was blind to the possible consequences. Now Marcy is dying because of me.
No, my best friend. She said
she's now my best friend. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, and she cries and her voice gets a little choked up. And it's sad.
The first of many of the bub line this episode.
Dylan, I'm going to stake you.
This is a recurring theme in our podcast.
Dylan doesn't say ship names right. Have you ever heard of Katang?
No, they haven't, because these are different people.
Well, if you've ever watched Avatar Last Airbender.
Okay, now we have PB, and Marcy to PB's Poison Lab.
Oh my God.
In this outline, I used PB for both.
You're just calling him Pet Butt.
And Pet Butt, yeah. Yeah, what do you think of Pet Butt having a poison lab?
I think it's kind of weird that he has something happening in the castle that PB doesn't know about.
Yeah, you'd think, with her 1,000-year-old, that she'll know all the parts of the castle.
And, like, her cameras.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe she did and she just forgot. I don't know.
I doubt that. And also...
Well, she seemed really surprised to learn about it.
Well, yeah. I don't think she had cameras in it, basically. It's also like he's all not science. He's like, no, it's like the feel of it or whatever,
Yeah.
And then Finn and Jake go to find the moon, and they find the moon's platoon? Is that what they say?
Moon's platoon? No, like her pearls. Oh, no, that thing.
The ship, yeah.
The mummy thing. Yeah, I got you.
Platoon, is that what the word they use? I think. The moon heals from the staking. Meanwhile, Princess Bubblegum barges into the King of Boo, and she says, monarchies are not democracies, and then she kicks him. Yep. And then the banana guards ask whether they should listen to the King of Boo or to Princess Bubblegum. That seems like a very banana guard question.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jake and Finn are arguing or discussing whether he said to take her back or to stake her back.
I was listening to it, and it's like she says, "Guys, stake her back." Like the S in guys turns into an S in steak.
So
it's very confusing. Joke. Yeah.
I think that the answer
it's an honest mistake.
I think the answer mistake. Ha ha ha. Steak. Mistake. I think the answer is that it's stake her back because at the end, Pet Butt stakes her in the back and she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that's kind of a funny callback, I guess. We had then we have the demonic voice of the moon. Finn asks if she's being literal or allegorical. I don't remember. I couldn't understand what she was saying.
She was saying, how can you lead me into a trap when I'm the one guiding you?
Interesting.
Because they were like running in the actual moon's light.
Yeah. Do you think she's being literal or allegorical?
I don't know.
PB is super stressed. The banana guards miss PB, y'all. And then we have this conversation with Pet Butt and PB. I don't know. Do you want to play video games? I don't like video games. Me neither. I don't even have a system to play on.
And then when the banana guard's like, I have a video game, but I only use it to exercise. One of them's like,
Yeah, yoga game, or a yoga video.
do you have a yoga video? I'm like, no.
What do you think of
video
this whole
game.
thing? This whole
I thought it was a
video
little
game gag. It's
I
weird,
thought
right?
it's weird and like nonsensical, but it's like a pause in the action.
What do you think of Bubblegum not liking video games?
She seems like the person who wouldn't like video games.
Yeah, I feel like she's a lot.
She's too busy.
She's immortal, though. I feel like you could have time for video games, Bubblegum.
I don't know. Whatever.
They bring the moon back, hold her off until Marcy wakes up. Finn taps out, or is made to.
That's like some bloodbending stuff right there.
Dude, that was bloodbending. So true. She like kills the banana guards or something. I don't know if she actually.
No, she doesn't kill them. She just makes them faint, and their chocolate melts, and then one of them licks it off his lips.
Aw.
Aw.
PB says it's lock dipstick,
and she just keeps yelling pigs at it, and like it was weird.
And then later she says, "Did you just yell pigs at the lock until it opened?" Interesting.
Like, yes.
Let's talk about the fabled dream.
The fabled dream.
So we already talked about it, but Pet Butt is digging Marcy's grave outside. She's old.
Spring again.
PB's young. She comes over and kisses her head.
Aww.
And she's singing before that too.
I like how you say in the outline, "Old with young PB wife?"
Question mark. Yeah. I mean, it's not sure. It's not for sure, but
I don't know. Well, they're live-in gal pals, I guess.
Live-in gal pals. Yeah, that's their official status. And then Pet Butt comes over and stakes her in the back, and Marcy absorbs the air and heals. So, what do you think of this dream?
Well, I thought like it's cool that Marceline envisions herself to be like a rocker grandma when she's like getting ready for death. She's like wearing like shades and stuff.
So from the perspective of Bubbling, we've
getting to that.
We've had confirmation basically that Bubblegum has feelings for Marceline because she wore her shirt and stuff. But is it true or false? Marceline's feelings towards Bubblegum have been more ambiguous than the other way around up to this point.
I don't know. I'm just your problem was a pretty big red flag.
Pretty big gay red flag, yeah.
A rainbow flag, if you want to.
The rainbow, yeah, big rainbow flag.
Get technical with that.
I don't know if that's technical, but okay. Yeah, so
red works too because she's a vampire.
This is like faux show confirmation, though, that
so
this is like what Marcy wants.
But what are the metaphorical qualities of this song, though?
I don't. What was this? What was she singing in the song? I don't
She was singing "It's Spring Again." The yard is full of tiny flowers. You used to call them weeds, and you killed them all. And then PB sings, "But they were growing too tall." What does it mean?
Did you have that written down?
No, I just recited off memory.
Wow, that's impressive. I don't know what that means.
I think it's something to do with natural things and like PB messing with nature and yeah.
Interesting.
PB controlling things.
In any other like time in the show, this would be like the big Bubbling moment, but I expect more from Stakes in the last 2 episodes. That's what
it's spring again.
Like actual IRL romance stuff, not dream stuff.
The dreams are where the heart is.
Are they?
I guess. I don't know.
So overall, take her back, or anything else that stands out to you from the episode?
Didn't Jake say like 2 episodes ago that dreams are like mad important and like?
I mean, he always says
they always mean things, but the Cosmic Owl wasn't there. So
yeah, Cosmic Owl wasn't there.
I guess it doesn't mean anything. What was your question?
Take her back overall.
I enjoyed it.
Where would you rank this?
Maybe I would go. What's it? Everything Stays 1.
Yeah.
This one 2. Empress Eyes 3. What's his face? May I Come In 4.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 that I can't remember the names of.
3 and then 1.
Yeah, those ones down there.
Okay, our rankings diverge finally. I'll go 2, 4, 6, 5, 3, 1. So I'm reversing this one and Emphasize.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Me.
Yet. Anyway, Yeah, so I guess overall these were two pretty good episodes. If the last two episodes are incredible, then I think it's fine that these two are just very good. But if the last two are on this level of quality, then I think overall these series will be overall disappointing. So there's a lot on the line going into the last two. But, I mean, you kind of had one which was underwhelming. You had two, which was great. You had three, which was underwhelming. You had four, which was good. And then these two are, like, good. So
It seems like every even-numbered one.
There you go. Yeah, every even-numbered one. Hoping for good things. I think that no matter what, that this miniseries was not as consecutive plotty as it could have been. Like, it's still kind of self-contained episodes one after another. I mean, they connect, but it's just like, let's go over this one, let's go after this one, you know. And I think this show is capable of higher plot connectivity.
Yeah.
So,
I guess.
I mean, I don't think we're ever going to see that, but I think it is capable of that. I mean, we've had plot connectivity before. It's just like a lot of filler episodes in between. But, yep. So there you go. Last thoughts on Take Her Back, or wait, no, okay. Speculations on episodes 7 and 8. So I still think Marcy's going to stay human. I think she's going to have her powers. I think we're going to have a Bubline moment, and
you need to say it right.
So next episode is the Vampire King. So that let you win thing's gonna come into play. I don't know how. And then the last episode is just gonna be a above line wedding, and they're gonna get married. So that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
that's my predictions.
You're just jumping off the deep end.
That was all okay. No, but that was all true until the last part. That's my fanfic. That's not the one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna read some good old fanfic before I go to bed.
Nice early 8:30 bedtime. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So thanks for listening, guys. I'm Dylan Hysen. That's Sam Quattro. If you enjoyed today's podcast, give us a comment or a like on YouTube if you're watching there, or if you're on Tumblr.
I need to sneeze. Oh, I lost it. Never mind.
Okay, that's good. If you're on Tumblr, give us a like or a reblog. If you're on the website, give us a comment on there. You know, tons of ways. Give us an iTunes review, etc., etc. We'll be back tomorrow night to talk about the last two parts of Stakes, the epic conclusion. And that's all. You can support us on overlyanimated.com is where you can find out everything about the podcast. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thanks to our current patrons, Shayna, Mitch, Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, and Jamie, aka Hey Now Fever, Mitch, Cordell, University, Beatrix Strange, Buzz Like Your Mailman. And that's it.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. There you go.
I bought a foot cheese grater tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
Because I need to grate my feet.
You need to grate your feet?
Yep.
Why? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Get the dead skin off of my feet.
Okay. That seems like a good idea, I guess.
Yep.
There you go.
You're welcome.
We'll leave you with that. Thanks for listening, guys.
No problem.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.